What's going on, y'all? Cliff with GM Mechanics Scale Modeling. So, this is going to be a little bit different. Sorry about the live stream last night. I was hanging out with my broski, Terry Churchill, aka Junior. He's got some stuff going on, and yeah, so he's one of the few smart ones, and just make some changes, and it was actually good to hang out. We hung out in like forever. I want to give a quick shout out to all my old subscribers, new subscribers, our first responders, law enforcement, military, brothers and sisters in arms. You guys keep doing what you're doing, and like I said, keep the wolves at bay. I'm gonna, like I said, keep this short and abbreviated. So let's shoot over to our mail. All right, so we're back, and this is the one I should have had last week as far as a mail call. This here is from Mini Mike. I got my cool shop cars. They came in on Tuesday, so I was hoping to have them for Monday. And, of course, got my cool Kiss My Ass decals for Senior, which is pretty badass. Mike, thank you. Much appreciated. Go check them out. We also got the 2023 tokens for the motorcycle group build done. Here they are. They're a little bit on the larger side this year, but this is what it is. It is a two-sided token, so I will be getting these out in the mail as soon as possible. I'll get my list. If you build a motorcycle, let me know. Last year, I know, like I said, I got these. I'll get these shipped out in the mail. This year, for 2024, Jamie G and me, we've already come together and got an idea for the tokens. These are for last year to 2023 motorcycle group build. They are finally done, so I will be getting these out in the mail as well. Let's see. So, a little bit about that. I went down to see my broski, aka Junior, and I got some cool diorama bases. And of course, hopefully I didn't just drop a bunch of small 1/72 scale parts, because like we all know, my desk and stuff like that is a shit show. But that's alright. You know, I make those with actual real messy desks look that way. So I've got like 3-4 builds kind of on my desk, but we all know that by now. I like triggering people with OCD, so this is going to kind of fall in line with some of the stash ads. We got some fancy pink craft acrylic paint, light pink, that had in there for a build. I know everybody started the Senior Appreciation build. I will have an announcement on that, and it'll be kind of like a subcategory, but it'll still tie into the Senior Appreciation build. I'm not out here to step on anyone's dick or anything like that. At the end of the day, it's all about doing it for Terry, but I know if you've tracked for Wednesdays and stuff like that, you kind of know where this is going, but I'll be making that general announcement because I'm compiling some stuff right now, and I'll do it on the 8th of April. Because the total eclipse when the world's going to blow up. So, you know. Anyway, alright, let's continue on here with some stash ads. As y'all know, Buddy Tur used to do modeling and stuff like that due to some other issues. A couple people within the community kind of rubbed him the wrong way, and he just said, fuck you, I'm out. So, I was supposed to get this a lot sooner, and, you know, just between life just gets in the way, him doing what he's doing, and so on and so forth. We didn't see each other for, like, quite a while, and we only live about 2 hours away from each other, and I mean, you know, it was just good to actually hang out and, you know, just get caught up and stuff like that. Because it's one thing hanging out, like talking on the phone, but then it's like another thing actually like sit there and just bullshit in person. It's kind of like same but different. We all know how that goes. So, anyway, and I have a couple instructions for the most part. We've got, for the first kit, the 65 Ford Fairlane, which one of these, I got to remember which one it is, but this is the modified Stalker 65 Ford Fairlane. He's a big Ford guy, so with that being said, he also had this 1957 sedan gasser, which I believe this one is one he was actually going to build for Senior. I think he had that one, or he had he was going to try to do something with the box art and do it that way. So he was actually thinking about doing this way, and I'll get to that in a minute. All right. We also have a Ford Ranger pickup, which is short bed, step side. Like I said, he was a Ford guy, so I've also got this 78 Ford step side pickup. A couple of these are started, which ain't no big deal, but I'll just, like I said, either use them for parts or get something done and help with that. We got the 85 Oldsmobile FXE. Got this. We've got a Folk Wolf 190, which I can't remember if he bought that or if I gave them. We were supposed to do a buddy build, but I got a Folk Wolf. All right. We've got open here because we were supposed to do like a Christmas giveaway. Nobody did, but we got the 32 Ford sedan. That was one of the thing, MPC kit, Walmart special for like a Christmas giveaway. Last year, never got around to it. Nobody claimed it. We did the drawing and nobody claimed it, so fuck it. Maybe it'll get given away again this year or donated for science or I don't know, whatever we see fit. This one is another thing that it actually got. It looks like a biplane. Classic plane model kits. It looks like an old biplane. British Army already started. So that should just be put together and go together pretty good with it being just, you know, what it is. We've also got this 359 Peterbilt conventional. This is a semi-truck. I can't remember what direction he was going to go with this. And last but not least, we've got this Ford F350 dually pickup truck. So I don't know if I'll keep parts out of this or build it as is, but with him being a Ford guy and stuff like that, I may just kind of build it for him or do whatever, or I'll steal some of the parts off it and maybe find something else to do with it. But I'm guessing this is an old monogram, being it's 1/24 scale, but it's the F350 dually. So that's just some of the kit and stuff like that that I have received from Tur. And like I said, I think it was like Blue Country or Big Country Model Creations was his old channel name. And like I said, those of you who've been around the block and stuff like that, at least for a hot minute, know who Tur was. So, brother from another mother. So, and let me see if I can get all this back in here. Probably not. So, anyway, so there's that. So we got mail call. We got that. I know we're already tracking. We've got our March into Space, which is going to be Bandai, but that's being held off. We got our egg plane, and we have a little bit of progress, which I ain't going to bother showing on the 172nd little, well, actually, no, fuck it, we got to do the tracks, and I'll tell you something, what a pain in the cocksucker, because I've already destroyed 3 pieces of photo etch, but we are getting there. We got a black base down so that we can do that. So we got to do tracks. All right, so this week, give me a second here. Holy shit. Like I said, this is going to go quick, fast, and in a hurry. So, alright, let us shift gears and stuff like that and go to everybody. Well, no, let's do this first. Do Hero of the Week. Hold that thought. Alright, so we're here. This is our Hero of the Week. Is going to touch base on Jonathan Diller, fallen NYPD officer Jonathan Diller. Both mutually promoted at funeral service on Long Island. Granted, this article's from a couple days ago, and this is going to run into, if y'all been somewhat following and stuff like that, this is going to kind of run into, the hell did I call it? Basically, everybody's favorite clip. So, Massapequa, New York, thousands lined up to pay their respects for the fallen NYPD officer Jonathan Diller Saturday on Long Island. The service started at St. Rose of Lima Church in Massapequa, where Diller was promoted to detective first grade by police commissioner Eric Caban. The church was packed with New York City leaders and fellow officers. Mayor Eric Adams and PBA President Patrick Hendry also delivered remarks, which I'll have to get into that in a minute. This article is actually from CBS New York, and the story is by Mark Prusin, which I should have probably said that, but we'll just get into that. Anyway, Diller's wife Stephanie found the strength to share an inside look at her life with her husband, and whom she said was her best friend. She recounted the time they met, the day of their wedding, and the day their now 1-year-old son Ryan was born. Before the service, a long procession made its way from the funeral home in Massapequa, New York, or Massapequa Park, to the church. Police officer said Diller, 31, and his partner were conducting a traffic stop for an illegally parked car in Far Rockaway, Queens, on Monday afternoon when someone in a vehicle pulled a gun out and pointed it at the officers. Police said there was an exchange of gunfire and Diller was struck in the torso below his bulletproof vest. Diller was rushed to the local hospital where he later died. Let's see. Police said Diller was with the NYPD for 3 years, worked with the department's community response team in Queens. He grew up in Franklin Square, lived in Massapequa Park with his wife, son, and hundreds who attended Diller on Thursday and Friday. Former President Donald Trump, Governor Kathy, and other state local reps were among the mourners who paid their respect, which I'm going to get into that one here in a minute. Anyway, support for Diller's family has been pouring across the area. The Tunnels and Towers Foundation will pay off the mortgage on Diller's family home, and other organizations have made donations to cover funeral costs and Ryan's future education. The alleged gunman is identified as 34-year-old Guy Rivera, has been charged with first-degree criminal murder of a police officer, attempted murder, criminal possession, and a weapon. He was also injured in a shooting and remains in the hospital, which he should have been dead, but that's another story. Anyway, the alleged driver of the vehicle, Lindy Jones, has been charged with criminal possession of a loaded firearm and possession of a defaced weapon. I bet you got that legally, but we're not going to get into that one. CBS New York learned that at the time of the traffic stop, Jones was out on $75,000 bail for a prior weapons offense. But anyway, I digress. But basically, to the family of the fallen NYPD officer, Officer Jonathan Diller, may peace be with you. And I know I'm a couple days late on this, but thank you for your service and sacrifice. And yeah, that's wanna address. All right, so let's shift gears now. So anyway, I thought I had the article pulled up. I know this is recorded, but anyway, so today's Fuck Your Feelings segment is based on the way that these liberal Democrat policies and these Democrat-run shitholes like New York and shit like that are the reason why this fucking guy who shot Officer Diller, Guy Rivera, and Lindy Jones, multiple fucking rap sheet and arrest record. And these fucking guys are still out doing criminal fucking shit. And yet we lost an NYPD officer, police officer, who was just doing his duty because traffic down in New York City is a pain right in the ass with their new congestion tax and all their other fucking taxes. And I have actually been giving a lot of thought to leaving New York, which I'll get on more on that later on. Like this whole bullshit with everything going on. I get it, was in the line of duty, but those fucking people are parked there illegally for a traffic fucking violation. But anyway, the blood of Officer Diller is on the hands of many other officers who died at the hand of these fucking scumbag criminals. are on the hands of Governor Hochul, Elvin Bragg, and fucking Mayor Eric Adams. These fucking group of diversity hires that think that, oh, well, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. No, you ain't gotta do shit. You gotta fucking pull your head out of your ass, quit toeing the line of these shit fucking policies that you fucking support. And I mean, you can't even go. And there was a MSNBC article that, I don't know, it come up on my timeline last night while I was sitting there dropping the kids off for skydiving lessons over the ocean. And it come up, and it showed that there was, like, a visible altercation, verbal altercation at the funeral for Officer Diller. And basically, that whole fucking shitbag fucking entourage that they call fucking the worthless DA, the fucking worthless mayor, and the malignant cunt of a governor. And yes, Kathy Hochul is a malignant cunt. And I hope she understands that. Anyway, so, not saying getting off on a tangent here, but we need a lot more common sense. But the long and the short of it, I wish I can actually find that particular MSNBC interview. She's on there with Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton, of all fucking people, that race-baiting, non-tax-paying, fucking scumbag piece of shit. Fuck you, Al Sharpton. I hope you die in a fire. But I digress. For being a fucking piece of shit that you are. But funny thing is, during that interview, and I'm going to have to see if I can find it and maybe have to come back and revisit this as like a separate just fuck your feelings segment to redact it. But the questions that he asked her, and the Democrats are in deep shit in New York because they know they fucked up because their policies are shit, but yet they still want to toe the fucking line and be fucking retarded. So he asked, Al Sharpton basically asked her the question, well, what's going on and what are we going to do going forward to fix this issue? Oh, well, it's going to be more on criminals instead of the gun because all these fucking Democrat shitholes love trying to take everybody's fucking guns away, and that they do. They take everybody's fucking guns away or come out with ways to fucking do it. You know, you sit there in these sensitive areas. You've got the National Guard fucking posted up down in a fucking subway in a sensitive area. And with what weapons they carry, they would be considered felons. To include the NYPD, who normally carries a fucking standard issue fucking Glock, which has more rounds than is in New York State. But I digress, I'm starting to get a little off tangent here. But basically, Democrats know they're in shit because they're actually not identifying the object. They're actually now shifting gears for like against the criminal. Because it's an election season. Kathy Hochul needs to just fucking disappear. Like, gone. Get the fuck out of New York. Because that's why a lot of us are migrating. And it's something I've been thinking about the last couple weeks here. I mean, I ain't really said much, but when I was talking with her yesterday, and we were just kind of talking, and just kind of shit or get off the pot, basically. So, but his reasons are different than mine, but at the same time, also don't blame him for that, for what he wants to do, and that's, like I said, something like totally different. His is more family related, so, and mine is just to get out of fucking New York State, because I'm sick and tired of bullshit where our money doesn't go to pay what it needs to. They want to fund their little fucking pet projects. And it just, I'm fucking done with it. I'll go to a different state, which is more conservative, a little bit more freedom based, and I know it's like kind of hard to say like anywhere is freedom based because all these fucking politicians, both on the left and the right side, and yes, I'm calling out fucking rhinos too, and you so-called, conservatives that just fucking sit there and toe the fucking line to the fucking will of the people. Learn to grab your balls, give your balls a tug, and fucking start fighting if you supposedly, want to save this country. But anyway, I digress. That's pretty much what I got for fuck your feelings. Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as that. Like I said, I was gonna work on keeping this short and sweet, and pretty much, yeah, I've already pretty much said my spiel, and yeah. So, without further ado, we got our mail call. Sorry I didn't do the prayer list. I got my tokens in. I got mail call, stash ads. We got fuck your feelings. We got a hero of the week. So we got half of a live stream, and then stay tuned on April 8th for an announcement tying into the Terry Thacker appreciation build. It's kind of a group build, but it's going to be like a little bit different genre, because I know Senior used to love building multi-genre, and that's kind of what it is, just throwing out there for different ideas. And those y'all know who normally what I do on Wednesdays with the Wreckfest, and like I said, more to come on that. So anyway, without further ado, this is Sarge saying have a good rest of the week, and I'll probably catch you guys in the live, so enjoy. Sarge out.